I'm definitely in the zone. Let's get started. Woo! Principles. Alright, principles. Ray Dalio. Man, at this moment I'm recording this video, I have a very complicated relationship with this book. I want to start this video by saying that I'm a dumb shit who spent more than 7 days reading this book but still haven't figured out how to really summarize this book yet. Hey, what is up guys? This is Car Shop. Today I'm so excited about this video. I'm so happy to see you guys again. Today I want to look a little more formal. That's why I'm wearing a dress shirt for the first time recording this video. I'm not pretending that I'm a successful guy or like a business guy, none of that, you know. I don't know shit about business, I don't know shit about economy. I just want to show some respect because this book is written by this successful investor, businessman, Ray Dalio. He founded this company called Bridgewater Associates, which is the largest hedge fund company in the world. To be honest, I have no idea what was a hedge fund and who Ray Dalio is. I've never heard of his name. But after reading this book and knowing about Ray, I started understanding what made Ray and his company so successful and influential. I decided to share this book written by this billionaire who is over 70 years old, and all he wanted to do at this stage of life is to pass on all the principles that helped him to succeed in both life and work. And that's how this book came out. I'm really excited about sharing this book. However, I found it quite challenging to summarize this book really well in a short video. This book is 567 pages, which covers a lot of content. There are three big parts. In the first part, Ray has shared his life stories, which includes how he started his company and lessons learned from many mistakes and challenging times he has been through. This part is probably my personal favorite because he was so authentic and sharing his life experiences, which I took a lot of insights. And the second part of the book is the life principles that Ray shared, 5 higher level principles, and he had really explained them well with his reflections behind this collection of principles, which he believes they could be applied to most anything by most anyone. The third part of this principle is about the work principles, which Ray shared as more like a reference book, and I found it quite interesting to read it. But you know, I definitely will come back to read this book when I have my own team one day. Or actually, I have to mention this real quick that Ray talked about in the introduction. I believe he wants every one of us to know that and remember, because we each have our own goals and our own natures. Each of us must choose our own principles to match them. While it isn't necessarily a bad thing to use others' principles, adopting principles without giving them much thought can expose you to the risk of acting in ways inconsistent with your goals and your nature. So keep that in mind. If you are reading Ray's principles or anyone's principle, just remember that, alright? According to Ray, every one of us can be successful and get anything, like anything we want out of life, but not everything. If you follow these 5 steps, which make up this loop. First, have a clear goal. Second, you will encounter problems. Identify them first. Third, diagnose the problems and find out the root causes. Fourth, design a plan to work through the problems. Lastly, push through to completion. It sounds easy, huh? 5 steps. Get everything you want. Be successful. However, in reality, not every one of us can do these 5 steps really well. People either set a poor goal or failed to identify the root causes that cause the problem that stand in the way of achieving their goal. So what we do, we ask help from others. Now the real question kicks in. Are you open-minded enough to accept others' opinions? Are you transparent enough to let others know what your real problem is? My answer is no. I couldn't do that. And I believe most of us couldn't do that either. Most of us do have these 2 barriers that stand in the way getting of what we want in life. The ego barrier and blind spot barrier. The ego barrier refers to the subliminal defense mechanisms that make it hard for us to accept our mistakes and weaknesses. I'm very sure that we all have experienced that racing heartbeat, rising blood pressure, body shaking situation when we get into an argument or, received any kind of complaints, judgment, or criticism, or even just get honked for no reason. That stupid driver just pissed me off so bad But wait a minute, let me calm down. Why do we feel this way? Because our brain structure, amygdala, which is responsible for processing emotions such as fear, anger, anxiety. So whenever there's a signal, verbally or non-verbally, such as criticism or even just a different opinion, the amygdala will react instinctively and see them as attacks and release chemical signals which would speed up your heartbeat and get you ready to fight or flee. Oh yeah, I know. I wish I can remove this structure from my brain as well, and then I can be fearless and I would never get angry, anxious, or just, scared, and then I can do whatever I want with my life. Besides that, we all have blind spot barrier. Not just in a way that we all have different levels of understanding things, but we also see everything with our own eyes in our own ways. For example, some people naturally see big pictures and miss small details, while others naturally see details and miss big pictures. And people can't appreciate what they can't see. And that is a simple fact, right? As Ray says, in my opinions, these two barriers, ego and blind spots, are the fatal flaws that keep intelligent, hardworking people from living up to their potential. That sounds really scary to me. I definitely do not want to let these two barriers bury my potential, because I'm a hardworking and intelligent guy. So is there any way we can get around them? The answer is absolutely yes. According to Ray, being radical open-minded would be the solution. One thing I want to mention here is that Ray is so serious about being radically transparent and open-minded. Ray and his team designed this app called Dot Collector, which is now available on Zoom that any other company or organization can use. Basically, this tool allows everyone to give and get real-time feedback. You can rate each other on 8 different attributes which will be collected as dots, and not only the one who got rated, but everyone else will see it in real time. By collecting the dots, Bridgewater has definitely created a culture of radical transparency and open-mindedness. That's probably one of the reasons why his Bridgewater, the company, is so successful. One time Ray has mentioned in the book that one employee wrote an email after the meeting and criticized him not preparing for the meeting and wasted everyone's time. And I just found that so fascinating. And often we just feel it's so hurtful to take critical feedback and we see them as attack. But in reality, our upper level thinking should know that all of the critical feedbacks is really here to help us to learn and evolve and change. So we have to be open-minded. More importantly, while we are being open-minded radically, we have to be assertive at the same time. This is truly a dilemma that we all face. While we have to be so radically open-minded to make the right decision, we can't take every opinion. The only solution that we have to learn how to discern people's believability. According to Ray, the believable people are those who have successfully accomplished the thing in question at least 3 times, and those who have great explanations of the cause-effect relationships that lead them to their conclusion. We have to remember that as a content creator, we often hear people from our family, friends telling us what content we should make and how to edit the video or whatever. Are they really believable? Did they even make a video themselves? Did they even know shit about making videos? Did they even know how many times I have tried this shot? However, alright, principles, Ray Dalio. Man, at this moment I'm recording this video, I have a very complicated relationship with this book. In the beginning, when I picked up this book, I opened it. Oh, this is such an amazing book. I loved it. I spent so many hours and so many days reading it, just reading out loud, because this book makes me feeling excited and passionate about work and life. However, after I decided to share this book with you guys, I spent 5, 6, 7 days, I think, just reading this book again, over and over again, because I don't want to miss anything that I want to share with you guys. However, after I spent this many days and hours, I start realize this book is, man, a lot of things Ray talked about in this book was like repetitive, like highly repetitive. He was talking about the same things over and over again. I just, I don't know, man. I love this book. I think there are a lot of wisdom. There are a lot of, heart and soul in this book that Ray put in. But I just, feel like this 567 pages book could be reduced to about 300 pages. It's just my personal opinion, okay? And everything seems to be very organized, but a lot of ideas was just like very scattered. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he wrote this book in a very flowing way. A lot of things just like jumping around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's all my personal opinion, okay? Take it or leave it. So I'm gonna give a 8.5 out of 10 for this book, Principles, Ray Dalio. I do not recommend grabbing a hard copy yourself because this is a lot. This will consume you a lot of time to really have a good understanding. But before you guys go, I do need to recommend this amazing app created by Ray, which is called Principle in Action. And that is a free app which not only includes the complete text of the book with some videos, but also interactive case studies of the principles in action at his company Bridgewater Associates. And there's a really cool function. You can actually search here whatever problems you are encountering right now. It will give you a related principle to help you make a better decision. I mean, how awesome is that? Just go download this app. I'll leave a link down below in the description. Compared to reading this book, it will save you so much more time and it's more practical. Besides that, I definitely recommend you guys go check out the 30-minute long animated series created by Ray about his principles. And I'll leave a link down below as well. And this is the video. I really appreciate you guys share the time with me today. I hope you learned something. And I know my video can be better. So please feel free to leave a comment or send me a direct message to let me know what can I do better and just help me to become, more radically open-minded. And, let's help each other to grow and learn and become better. All right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.